I'm Jesse with One Heart Fire Permaculture. This video is a follow-up to my other video titled Living Mulch in the Garden, Work with Your Weeds. And so it's been about 6 weeks since I made that video. That's when I planted these starts in here. I kind of suppressed this chickweed that was growing in here, put some dirt on top of that, planted the starts, and allowed the chickweed to grow back through. So that was kind of the concept of the video. This technique is working with this natural pattern of chickweed wanting to grow in this garden. And so as you can see, it's grown back up through along with some of this wood sorrel. Looks like clover, but it has a lemony taste, so you can identify wood sorrel that way. And what that does is it provides this nice living mulch for the plants I put in. And so they're kind of supported. Plants evolve to grow together along with other plants, not in bare soil by themselves like in a traditional garden where people are always pulling out weeds, doing a lot of maintenance. The plants actually like it this way. These plants are very healthy. There's no pest problems. They seem to grow up really well. And I haven't done a thing to this garden. I have not come and weeded it. The only maintenance I've done in the last 6 weeks is picking leaves off of the greens for salads. And granted, this particular garden is a pretty slow growing environment. There's a north-facing slope right here. There's some big tall eucalyptus trees that block most of the sun. And so it stays pretty shady back here, pretty cool, pretty damp. So it is actually a really good environment to work with for growing these greens. They like that type of environment. It's a lot like a forest floor, and when I look at this garden with the plants that are growing in it, the greens, it kind of resembles a forest floor to me. You'll find wood soil a lot in the forest. And so that's what we're kind of trying to do is mimic nature, mimic those natural patterns, mimic those healthy ecosystems that function well on their own, so we can have a healthy ecosystem in our garden. So, like I said, I don't have any pest problems in here. As you can see, these leaves, there's hardly any bug damage on them. They're all very healthy, very happy. And that's because there's an environment here. There's places for the predator insects to hide. You know, people are always worried about all these pest insects, but the reality is only about 5 to 10% of the insects on the planet are pests. The rest are either predators or just have no impact on us. And so in order to control that pest population, you really need to, it's not about controlling them, it's about inviting predator bugs into your garden, giving them a place to hide. That's what this nice understory here gives them. Gives them a place to hide, food, other plants like pollinating or pollen-producing plants, because predator bugs also eat pollen. And so the thing is, if you come through with a pesticide and you try to kill off your pests, say you have aphids and spray something on there to kill the aphids off, you're not only killing the aphids, but you're also killing the ladybug, killing the soldier beetles, you're killing all of the other predator bugs. And the thing is, pest species reproduce really quickly, and they reproduce a lot, because they're meant to be food, you know? And so they reproduce as much as they can. Whereas predator species, they take a long time to produce, much longer than the pests. And so if you kill off all the bugs, the ones that are going to come back first are the pests, and there's not going to be any predators left to control them. This is kind of what is termed ecological gardening. Recreating an ecosystem in your garden that mimics the natural ecosystem, mimics the balances, the checks and balances that happen in the natural ecosystem that let it thrive without any input from humans. A lot of this, a really good book for this type of information is called Gaia's Garden by Toby Hemingway, and it's a guide to home-scale permaculture. Very much about ecological gardening, how to bring those patterns into your home, your garden. And the insects are not the only helpful predators. I've seen a lot of birds back in this garden. Every morning I sit and eat breakfast and look out here and I see 4 or 5 different kinds of birds come in here within 5-10 minutes. Hummingbirds, sparrows, and I've noticed them. They will eat bugs out of the garden as well. They'll perch on these rose bushes on the fence there, and they'll pick out bugs, any bugs they see. They're really good predators for controlling the insect populations in your garden. So not only do we have perches around to attract the birds, we also put out a little bit of seed that brings them around. There's flowers, attracts the hummingbirds. Hummingbirds will eat insects as well. So yeah, that's really the whole concept of trying to convey here, is that we don't need to do a lot of work to help our gardens grow. We just have to give them the right tools, create that balanced ecosystem, and it will grow themselves. So I'm going to show you how you would do a little bit of maintenance in this type of living mulch situation. Like I said, this is a very slow growing environment, so these plants are not gonna grow as fast as they might would in a full sun garden. You might have to do a little bit more thinning in a full sun garden. But all you really need to do, just take this little butter lettuce here, for example. It's getting kind of crowded by this other soil, these other plants. And one interesting observation is this corner of the garden actually grows quite a lot. And a lot of that has to do with this rock that's right here. Not only does the living mulch provide that condensation effect that I talked about in the last video, but the rock will also collect condensation. It cools down at night, and as the air warms in the morning, condensation will collect underneath the rock and drip down into the soil. So that kind of explains a little bit of the extra growth in this corner here. And so, like I said, it's a little crowded out right here. I want to give this plant a little more room. So all I'm going to do is just bring some scissors in and just cut back the wood soil a little bit, and the chickweed, and just give that one plant, this lettuce, a little room to breathe. But I don't want to cut too much back, just a little bit, just to give it a little access to some more light. And in the process, I'm getting a salad. One nice thing about cultivating edible weeds within your garden is that harvesting becomes maintenance. Maintenance becomes harvesting. That's called stacking functions in the permaculture world. So everything you do has more than one function. That way you're not working all day weeding and all you have is a weeded garden at that point. And you're going to eat this now. So yeah, just about that much. That's all you really need to do, because you want this understory under here to help this grow. Some of these leaves that are under here a little small right now, those will have a chance to get some more light now, and it'll grow a little bit bigger. But really, I'm happy with the amount of growth that's happening in here. These leaves on these tails, and they're already above the level of the undergrowth, and so they're just going to get taller, and this living mulch down here is going to support them as they grow.